So the three key safety elements are seat and handles and feet. So with this one, right now, hopefully you can see this hinge back here. Let's see if I can move this. Nope, that's gonna be too difficult. Okay, so this right here is on the last hinge of the seat. So this is at a recline right now. So recline again means the seat is all the way back. So if we want an incline, then we reach up to the top here, and I'll do it sort of officially. So we reach up and then we make sure that the seat goes all the way into the first hinge right here. And I really would like it if you can see with this, that the seat is now in an incline. So let me move this over here. So the seat is now in an incline, and then we're going to move it back to a recline. So in order to move it back to a recline position, you have to take the seat. You can kind of lean on the seat if you like to, or lean against the bottom part. You lift up, and then you scoot this bar back because it unhinges a little bit. You scoot it back all the way back into a recline position. So now we have recline, and we have incline. So that is key safety number one. So the incline would be for the chest press, and incline would also be for the calf raises. Is another exercise for that. So let's go to the handles. And I'm again going to see if I can very gently move this here. Okay. So here, the handles are at a 45-degree angle inward. And in order to move the handlebars, you actually have to pull this. You can kind of use your fingers and you pull this out while jiggling the top part of the handle. Then you let go of the bottom part and it locks in place. So there's only usually two main places for this handlebar to go, and that's a 90-degree angle, or just to move it out of the way, or a 45-degree angle for your exercises. So again, you take your fingers and you pull out while jiggling the handle, and then it locks into place. So the other thing that you need to know about is how to move the big orange grips. So here is sort of an opening where you can just pull the grip apart, and then you can adjust it down if you need to use this part of the handle, or you can adjust it all the way up to use this part of the handle. It's up to you, but don't try to drag it up or down because it just won't run the handle. So if we're here, this is the 90-degree angle, so you'd want to move it to this position if you were doing leg press, or the torso extension is another one where you want the handles out of the way. But if you're doing something like a chest press, you want to move that into a 45-degree angle. You want your seat up in an incline, which it is, and then you can kind of press the palm of the base of your hands in order to do a chest press. So that's what that would look like. Let's see if I can again adjust this so you can see incline, and then let's get a chest press. That would look like. What would a chest press look like? Go here. Okay, so once I'm in the position, in order for you to start your chest presses, you need that. Your feet are on the floor. That's something we didn't talk about. Feet are on the floor, and then you press out. Then you press the machine away. So it looks like this. Shoulders are down. Your back is against the seat. And now you resist. You press and you resist. Let's try one more. Let's see what that looks like. Here I am. Pressing, 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 and now I'm resisting. This all the way back. Okay. Just stop that for right now. So, like I said, my feet are on the floor. So the three main safety elements is feet, handles, and feet, which are on the floor. Okay. So how would we adjust this for? I don't like the lighting. How do we adjust this for a leg press? Okay, so we have to move the handles out of the way. So again, you take your fingers, pull out while you gently move the handle, and it locks into a 90-degree angle. We're going to do the same thing with this one. And move that out of the way. Okay. So then we have to adjust the back of the seat. So we're going to come right on out of the seat. And the camera. There we go. You can see the seat right there. And I'm just going to hold this forward a little bit just so it sort of unlocks. Move this bar back. It'll lock back into that reclined seat position. Okay. So now I can move. Okay. So now I have my seat in a recline. My handlebars are out of the way, and I'm going to go ahead and start putting my feet right here. And so I start putting my feet up as the machine comes towards me. And then I gotta align my feet to where my toes and my knees. And then my hands are on the handlebars by the side. And then I resist. So it's a press, resist. There I go again. 90-degree angle, with parallel. And then press out, press with my feet. And resisting. So I'm pressing against the machine. Let's do that one more time. Press out. I'm also making sure that my knees never lock. You can see that there's this nice bend in my knee. Not locking at my knee at all. And then when I'm done, is I just going to gently take my legs and put them back on the floor. So now let's go to the third basic exercise, which is the row. So the row is a reclined position. So I'm checking my seat right now, and since I just did a leg press, it's already in the recline. I'm going to keep it there and not worry about it. With the row, there's two options. One is to use the handlebars. So I like to not use the grips. So I'm going to put the grips down here. I want to use up here, but they still need to be adjusted. So I'm going to gently pull this portion out while gently wiggling the handlebars to go into a 45-degree inward angle. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And it goes at an inward angle. So there I am with that. And then I'm going to have you look at my feet because we're putting the feet on the peg for the row. So I'm kind of a shorter person, so my feet go on the first peg. But if you're a taller person, you might be able to go on the second. Haven't had anybody so far use the third K. So here I am. Okay. Now we're gonna go into the row, and I'm gonna stand nice and tall. With my feet on the pegs. Go to the actual row. So what I'm doing on the screen is I went to the row and I have my repetitions on there that I want. So I'm gonna go ahead and press start because my feet, the handlebars and my feet are all where they're supposed to be. Sitting up nice and tall, holding on to the handle, and then I'm pulling. I'm pulling is squeezing my back and then resisting. Okay, so I want to keep that machine towards me as the resistance. So here I go again. Pull, squeeze my upper back, keeping a nice tall back. And then resist. Okay, let's try that one more time right there. Squeeze, 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 squeeze the upper back. And okay. Oh, how would we go? I'm gonna hit cancel. So at that any time you still have more repetitions, but you don't want to do all of your repetitions, you can just hit cancel. And it's on the bottom left. And then it'll just kind of revert. Everything will just kind of go back to the way that it was. And you can adjust what you need to adjust. And then press start again if you want to continue. So those were the three basic exercises that we went through: the chest press, the leg press, and the row. There's one other exercise that I'm going to show you, and that is the it's the torso flexion one, but I changed it. It kind of switched up the rules a little bit. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So let me go to the torso flexion. See here, just editing my routine. Torso flexion. Let's continue workout. So my initial workout didn't have the torso flexion in there. So I clicked edit routine, added in a torso flexion, and then clicked begin workout. So now I have it in my routine. Okay. So if you've never done a torso flexion before, I haven't measured you for it, and you want to try it, just let me know and I can measure for you. All right, so we're in static mode. This one is like a seated plank. So a regular plank is where you put force against a hard surface, usually the floor, but it could be a wall as well. But you're using all of your core strength to keep yourself straight, in a straight plank-like position. So that's what I'm going to do with this one, except we're seated. But we want to make sure that our ears and our shoulders and our hips are all kind of aligned with each other. We're going to push on the handles to create force and to create a lot of core stability. So I'm going to go here. Now, I put a timeline on mine. I put in 45 seconds. So my feet are on the floor, and I'm going to push and stand up tall. It's kind of hard to see at this angle that I have the camera in, but I'm sitting up tall, and my ears and my shoulders and my hips are all aligned with each other. But I'm really using my core. I'm trying not to use like my arm strength. I'm not trying to push into it with my arms. I'm trying to sit up as tall as I can and use tons of abdominal strength and core strength in general for my 45 seconds here. There's a beep letting me know I have 10 seconds left. 2, 1, and done. Okay.
So it's a static position, which means you don't move. But what you're really doing is hyper focusing on these muscles all right here to kind of keep you upright. For abdominal strength, for low back strength, and stamina too. And then it still measures you in pounds of force. But it's timed, so it's kind of cool. So again, you can compete against yourself like all of the other exercises that we have to do. So that's the tutorial for today. Please email me or call me if you have any questions about this video to make it better. Okay, thank you.